Welcome to MixItMedia. In today's video, we are talking about someone who has been in the spotlight for more than 2 decades. Someone most of us recognize instantly from Hollywood films, magazine covers, and viral interviews. Megan Fox. She turned 40 today, and instead of just celebrating the number, we are talking at the full journey behind it. The fame, the pressure, the criticism, the comebacks, and everything in between. Because her story is not just about being a movie star, it is about growing up in front of the world. Megan Fox was born on May 16, 1986 in Oak Ridge, Tennessee. She didn't come from Hollywood or a famous family. She was just a young girl with a strong interest in performing, especially dance and acting. Even early on, she was focused and ambitious about entertainment. As she got older, she started modeling and attending auditions, slowly trying to find her place in the industry. By her early teens, she and her family moved to Florida, and there is where she started taking acting more seriously. She was still very young, but she already had a clear goal in mind. She wanted to be in movies. Like most actors, she didn't become famous overnight. She had small roles, small appearances, and a lot of waiting in between. But everything changed in 2007 when she landed Transformers. The movie completely changed her life. She played Michaela Barnes, and suddenly she wasn't just another aspiring actress anymore. She was everywhere. The movie became a global hit, and Megan Fox became one of the most talked about faces in Hollywood almost overnight. Then came Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen in 2009, and her fame only grew bigger. But with the level of fame comes pressure, and Megan Fox experienced that very quickly. The media attention became intense. Every interview, every photo, every comment was analyzed. And during that time, things also became complicated between her and the franchise, which eventually led to her leaving Transformers. That moment became a big turning point in her career and how the industry viewed her. She later opened up about how overwhelming that period was and how often felt misunderstood in the way she was portrayed publicly. Then came Jennifer's Body in 2009, At first, people didn't really know what to make of it. It didn't perform strongly when it was released, and it was kind of overlooked. But over time, something interesting happened. It came back as a cult classic. People started revisiting it, especially younger audiences, and realizing how unique it actually was. Today, it is seen very differently than it was back then, and Megan Fox's performance is now appreciated in a much deeper way. After that, she continued working in Hollywood, but not always in the same spotlight she had during Transformers. She took on different roles, like This Is 40, where she showed a more comedic side of her. She joined the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles films as April O'Neil, but at some point she also stepped back from non-stop Hollywood attention. She focused more on her personal life and just living outside of the constant pressure. Her personal life was also something the public always followed. She was married to Brian Austin Green and they had 3 children together. Like many people, she went through up and downs in her relationship and eventually separated. Later, she became engaged to Machine Gun Kelly, and during that time, she became more open about her emotions, her mental health, and how fame affected her over the years. It felt like people started seeing a more honest, grounded version of her, compared to the early Hollywood image that was built around her. In recent years, she is slowly stepped back into the entertainment world again, but on her own terms. You can see a more confident, self-aware version of her now. She still does films, appearances, and campaigns, but she does not seem trapped by the same expectations she had earlier in her career. She had changed her image, her style, and even how she presents herself publicly. And it feels like a version of her that she actually controls. Now, at 40, Megan Fox is not just the Transformers girl people remember from the 2000s. She is someone who have lived through massive fame, heavy criticism, career breaks, reinvention, and personal growth. Whether people agree with everything she is done or not, her impact on pop culture is undeniable. And what makes her story interesting is that it is still not finished. She is evolving, still working, still changing. And that is what makes her journey worth talking about. Not just the fame at the beginning, but everything that came after it. Thanks for watching this episode on MixItMedia. If you enjoyed this story, make sure to like, comment and subscribe for more real human stories behind the biggest name in Hollywood.